Hello, it's Crypto CJ. It's a trade of the day, Thursday night slash Friday morning Zoom edition, depending on where in the world you are. Bitcoin has been a little stinker lately, just kind of cruising sideways and dipping down. It's around 66.4 at the moment. 70,000 might be resistance now, which is disappointing. Uh, there's not, there are some potential macroeconomic news items that could be at play, but generally just seems to be a lack of liquidity in the market. The market doesn't react much to good news. It pops up for a few percentage points and then dips again. Just not enough liquidity in to sustain any kind of significant run. So the market's generally going sideways and down. You may want to trade accordingly. Let's go to, oh, before we do that, I want to talk about my new partner, Blowfin, which is a trading exchange. I'm happy that I finally found something that my American friends can use. It it requires no KYC or VPN to join. So I put my link in the chat. If you're watching this on the recording, then you can also find it in the pinned comment. So let's go to Bitcoin and we'll start our chart review, see what we can find for day trades and swing trades today. All right, so we're on the Bitcoin chart, and this is the day chart that I use to look at the markets overall. We're below all three moving averages, just like last time, and I've got a green candle forming here. Let's look at a shorter period, maybe the hour chart. All right, so it is drifting up a little bit. We got down to right about 65,000 and now we're at 66,450. So trending up a little bit, but again, in a very tight range between the low 70s and the low 60s. Ethereum is a little worse, actually. So on this, we're below all the moving averages and below 2000. So it looked like 2000 was going to hold the support, but no, it drifted below and went through this 2500 resistance like nothing. So I don't know. Are we in a bear market now, or is this just the bear section of the bull? It seems like we're bearish, so I'm not quite ready to call it yet. I looked at X and a few of the letters I subscribe to, the emails, and it's just, the market's dipping. Is, like I said earlier, a lack of liquidity. Does that mean people aren't interested? No, I don't think that's it. But the next phase of Bitcoin won't be driven by retail hype. It will be driven by structure. So yeah, it'll be the macro news coming together and pushing the whole market up. I think that's what that means. Anyway, if you want to look up Kyle Chasse and watch this video, it's over 40 minutes long, so I'm not going to share it here. But anyway, but as day traders, short-term swing traders, we're a little less concerned about the market news overall and mostly what the charts are saying. So for now, things are trending down. We don't really have evidence of a recovery yet, so I'm reluctant to make any trades on these longer time frames. Let's go to our free information sources, see if we can find some day trade layouts that we like. And we'll start with crypto bubbles, showing mostly green last 24 hours. If I sort this by the day, we get quite a bit, a fairly long green column, but most of the increases are small, like less than 2%. Let's look at River. I haven't looked at that one before, at least that I can remember. Okay, River. It's on Bluefin. And quick review on my day trade layout. 15-minute chart. Supply and demand visible range by Algo is a free indicator on TradingView, and I use it for support and resistance, the red zone resistance, green zone support. And then I've got the RTI relative trend index that I use for alerts and entries, and cumulative delta sometimes for confirmation. The last time River went below the 20 and then broke back up, which is my favorite entry, that occurred right about here. And looked like a fake out, but came back again. And to the red zone, 32% in less than a day. That's amazing. And then on the RTI, it's currently above the 80. It breaks above the 80 and then dips back down again. That can be a potential short trade. If it dips below the 20, breaks back up, that's a long. So at the moment, our next trade would most likely be a short. So the alert looks like this. Right click on the RTI, add an alert on the RTI, choose show more, and it went away. All right. Entering a channel, that's what I usually do. That's to trade both directions. If you just want to look for the next long trade, you could choose the crossing up function. And that way, when it next time it dips below the 20 and breaks back up, you'll get that alert. But I trade both directions usually. So I'm going to choose entering channel, 80 on top, 20 on the bottom, and message. I'll go with my information source, notifications, notifying the app on my smartphone. All of you should have TradingView downloaded to your smartphones. Show toast notification, pop up on my laptop, play a sound also on my laptop. And there's a few to choose from. For my day trades, I usually use this one, 3 notes reverb. And click create, and you're good to go. So actually, I maxed out on Blowfin, so I probably can't take this trade even if it pops up. But I'll let you know if it does, if it happens during this broadcast. So that's River as a day trade. As a swing, do a different layout. Go over here to the 1 hour chart. Same indicators for support and resistance, but I use SuperTrend for alerts and entries. Trendilo LSMA, moving average indicator for confirmation. And at the moment, we have a buy signal and the Trendilo pointing almost straight up. So the indicators are on board, but we're at resistance for the 1 hour chart. So I don't like that. Let's look at the 4 hour chart. Okay, so this looks better. We've got a buy signal, Trendilo pointing up, and retrace potential, 300% in 17 days. That's an amazing swing trade. So if you are so inclined, you might want to take this one. Not financial advice, but yeah, it's a really good setup for a river on the 4 hour chart. All right, let's see what else we can find. Okay, Polygon, which dipped below 10 cents, previously Matic, it's up 8%. Let's check that one out. And this one is pretty well known. We'll look at the Coinbase layout. Yeah, you're probably going to trade this as a spot trade. So your next entry would be dipping below the 20 and coming back up, or maybe the 50. It doesn't go that far. The last time it broke above the 20, or yeah, broke above the 20 was here. And yeah, when most drifted up 7% in a little over a day. It's not bad. Let's see. Oh, that's not right. Let's go to the swing trade option. And yeah, buy signal, Trendilo pointing up. Red zone, 3%. That's not good. So let's look at the 4-hour. Yeah, it's a big fall. So retrace potential significant. Yeah, 60% in 28 days. That's a really good swing trade, less than a month. And 60%, if it goes all the way back to 16 cents, that could take a while. All right. Okay. If anyone wants to look at any other coins, then speak up or put a message in the chat. And that was Crypto Bubbles. Let's look at CoinGecko, one of my other free sources for info, coins to follow. No, that's not right. Hitting wrong buttons today. All right, CoinGecko.com. And we're going to see some overlap with what we just saw, Crypto Bubbles. Got Polygon on the top. Aave, H-bar. Could look at those two, Aave and H-bar. All right, so Aave just dipped below the 80 on the RTI, but it did that recently and it was a fake out and it bounced back up. So shorting this could be a little risky. The dip below the 20 did well. That entry would have been right about here. And, 6.6% retraced it all, and then 6% again. So it gained and lost 6% twice in about 24-hour period. So that one has potential as a day trade. As a swing, mostly sideways. Indicators on board, but we're at resistance on the 1-hour, on the 4-hour. Buy signal, Trendilo just pointed up, but a pretty big red candle there. 43% to that resistance, and then to the red zone, 52%, 25 days. That's a really good swing. So if the market does recover and we get in on some of these lower levels, there could be some really profitable trades. But are we at the bottom of the market? We don't know. So that's Aave. And the other was H bar. Let's look at that one. Okay, it's hanging around the 50 on the RTI. So it could go either way. Yeah. Could be one to do an alert both directions. I think I'll do that. Entering a channel. 80. 20. Coin gecko. And I'm good to go. Got my rectangle. And if it makes a decisive move one way or the other, I'll get that alert when it shows recovery. Okay, it's a day trade on H bar. Let's look at the swing. No, we got nothing on the swing on the 1 hour chart. Indicators against us, pretty close to resistance. 4 hour. 4 hour looks a little better. Got a buy signal and Trendilo is pointing up. And to the red zone, 19%, 22 days. Not bad, but the others we've looked at have been better. So I think I would go with those. All right. Okay, well, that wraps up CoinGecko. Let's look at our final source, CoinMarketCap sentiment, community sentiment. H bar is on top of the bullish. Um, XRP, Link, Doge, SHIB. Towards the bottom of the top 10. I'm still in a Link trade for a couple of weeks. I might look at that one. Sui. I think that's one it's on my list. Yes, it is. All right, Sui is kind of hanging around the middle, just dipped a little bit on the RTI. It's kind of in the middle of these of resistance and support too. So this is another one you could set an alert to trade both directions if you want. I don't know if I want to do that with Sui. Let's look at a swing. Okay, indicators are against us. Candle action's pretty good though, and we're just above resistance or support, excuse me. So that looks pretty good. But indicators are not on board. So you might want to set up an alert on here. Catch the next SuperTrend alert. So right click on that. Choose, you can go direction change if you want to trade both directions. If you want to catch the next long, click buy. For short, click sell. And message, coin market cap notifications. Usually choose handbill for my swing trades, but I am maxed out on swing trades at the moment. So I can't get in, but you guys might want to check this out. Catch the next buy signal on SUI. All right, and we'll look at one more. XRP, how about that? Okay, well, XRP just broke above the 20. So it's hooking now. So that's not bad. Could be a 2.5% move in 12 hours. It's not bad. And not financial advice, but it's a trade you could take now based on what we're seeing. Yeah. All right, swing trade. This setup does not look good. So this would be kind of a scalp if you took the last one I showed you, like a 1 or 2% move. You've got a sell signal and Trendilo pointing down on the 1 hour chart. So that's not good unless you want to do a short, but you're pretty close to support. We've got a buy signal on the 4 hour chart, but Trendilo pointing down. So it comes back up, like say right around here, 34%, 21 days. That's a pretty good swing trade. So it looks pretty good as a swing trade, and then the day trade's ready pretty much now if you want to take that. So all right, well, okay, we got a chat message. Robin's looking for a pump. No, is that the pump coin? Pump not fun. Let's check it out. Yeah, that's what he meant. Coinbase has a listing. Let's see if Blowfin does too. It does. Look at Blowfin. Okay, it's hanging around the middle on the RTI. Could go either way. Green candle, 2.2%. But I don't like these middle entries very much. It's not really committed either way. So yeah, go ahead and set up your alert for both directions if you want. You could also set an alert to dip below the 20. Last time it did that, pumped it pretty well. That's a couple days ago. And 6% to the red zone. So that looks pretty good on a day trade. On a swing, Okay, on the swing, we've got negative indicator action, but right above support, good candle action. 11% in 3 days. That's a good swing. Let's go to the 4-hour chart, see if we can get some indicators on this on our side. No, we don't. But we're right at support. 54% in 14 days. That's a great swing trade. So it's got potential, but it's not really showing much strength right now. So you might want to wait till it does. Either add your SuperTrend alert on this chart or your RTI alerts on the day trade or both. Okay. Any other coins to look at or anything else? Very well. Oh, we just got an alert on River. So let's look at that one. All right, so it did dip below the 80, but hooked back up. I usually don't take these when they just do this. That's not significant to me. I want to see the breakdown, the break up. So I think I'll pass on this. All right. Well, if you're watching on the recording, I appreciate that, though I'd rather see you live. Check out the opportunities in the pinned comment, especially the new Blowfin partnership. And if you sign up for an account with them, I think we both benefit from that link. So let's have a good trading weekend and get back together on Monday night / Tuesday morning. You guys have a good week till then. Bye.